Do you collapse onto a couch after work or evenings just disappear into a blur of mindless scrolling?
What if those wasted evening hours when your body desperately needs you to activate its most powerful healing and longevity systems? And you're literally stealing years from your life without even realizing it.
Today, we're going to share the 5 evening transformations that have changed how our bodies repair itself and how we feel every single day.
And you're not just wasting time in those evening hours, you're training your metabolism to shut down instead of optimizing for tomorrow's energy and long term health.
It's so important that we have learned along the way that just as important as you start the day, it's important as you wind down.
Yes.
And what we found is that we get into this trap that just becomes a conscious type of cycle every single evening. This routine happens where we go through all the motions without realizing what we're actually doing to our bodies.
Yeah. And everyone could blame it on this lifestyle we live, right? People are working, the kids are very involved in activities in school and yada, yada. We're all in the same boat. But when you come home, grab whatever is convenient for dinner, and then you go collapse on the sofa
Yeah.
and you start scrolling on your phone or you turn on your TV show and you repeat the cycle day after day until it becomes your default way of living.
You get home at 5:30, and next thing you know, it's 10 o'clock, and you haven't done anything but sit on the couch, which is almost your whole entire working day.
Exactly, because you have no energy to do anything or any desire. You don't want to do anything after a long day of work.
Yeah, that's how I was. I mean, I'll be like 20, 15, 16, 17 ish, whatever, after working all day and being exhausted, come home, we'll eat our little healthy food, processed foods, and be so tired and then clunk out, take a pre-sleep nap. Like, what am I doing?
What are you doing? Are you taking an appetizer?
Yeah, yeah. We make changes with our entire lifestyle. We changed our whole approach in the mornings. I think, why can't we do it at nighttime as well? It all kind of works together because when I think back and look at it, that whole evening way of doing things, it was just mindless. And it was on autopilot. I think these 5 specific habits that we're going to lay out right now are what sabotaging your body's ability to heal naturally. It's so important.
So that dinner couch screen death spiral where you're actually mindlessly eating while watching TV disrupts your digestion and it's killing your body's evening repair systems.
Yeah, but I lived it. That's exactly what I love how you said that because that's exactly what was going on with me. I was treating my body like a garbage disposal after 6 p.m. The late night snacking before bed, that disrupts your hormones, blocks your growth. It literally ages you faster from all the inflammation and
Right.
oxidative stress.
Exactly. It's the oxidative stress, which is coming on faster, which is aging you faster. Yeah. So the endless phone scrolling that suppresses your melatonin by 50%, that's a lot. It spikes your cortisol when it should be dropping at night because you're scrolling, you're doom scrolling.
That's a big thing now. Everybody's scrolling on those screens.
Yes.
And next thing you know, if you're like me, you're collapsing into this mode where you sit motionless and that just slows your circulation and basically just kind of trains your body for a decline. I mean, if you're not improving or getting better, you're declining.
You're neglecting your longevity support systems by skipping hydration, proper nutrition, and stress management during these critical cellular windows.
Yeah, and then from 5 o'clock on, it's just important to take care of your body just as you do throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
And the problem is, we live in a demanding society where we're working really hard, dealing with a lot of people, a lot of problems, a lot of stress. And it's a demanding work culture. That culture has programmed us to believe that we deserve more or less to come back home and completely check out after work. There's no me time. It's got to just, oh, that is my me time.
Yeah, we get caught up in the grind of daily responsibilities that we subconsciously sacrifice our evening healing time for instant gratification. It's like, I want to shop, so I'm going to be on my phone shopping. I want to just veg in front of the TV and watch my favorite shows.
Yeah.
Or I binge watch my favorite shows. Nobody's thinking, oh my goodness, I need to do something that will help my body or help my mind.
Yeah, because little did I know, I do now know that whole cycle where these evenings have just been poor habits leading to low energy days the following
Yes.
day,
Yeah.
which makes you crave even more. And next thing you know, you're getting trapped into these patterns and we don't even realize what's even happening.
You're on on that domino, you don't realize it. So you keep waking up feeling like you've never fully recovered.
So true.
You're waking up tired. How many of you are there right now? You're waking up tired and you're saying, oh my goodness, I got 7 hours of sleep. Why am I still so tired? So it's like you're already behind and craving that evening collapse again.
You look forward to it. I can't wait to get home before I just collapse on the couch.
Yeah.
It's like everything snowballs. So the more activity you do, the happier you get your results. So you think about these short-term cycles every day, every week, every month, and a year. And years start to increase, and you start thinking long-term. Well, what happens is that disrupts your hormone release, it accelerates aging, and it creates this chronic inflammation that leads to pain and disease. And so it's really being conscious to think about that and recognize that you have the power to make lifestyle changes that will help you feel less tired, experience less pain, and just feel less sick overall.
So what do you say to people who work longer hours and they come home and they're just spent? I mean, would this help these people too versus just the people who work 9 to 5,
But
right?
I mean, work is just 8 hours typically.
Right.
I mean, I work longer than 8 hours, but just because you go to work doesn't mean my day revolves around work. There's some me time, family time, social time, sleep time, but just outside of work. So you got to realize that this whole work culture doesn't have to influence your entire life, and that it's okay to think about your life after 5 o'clock as part of your life and not just, oh, I got to go to work.
Yeah.
It's a deliberate action. And when you do it, you can feel younger, healthier than you have in years because now you're being intentional with those evening hours instead of just letting them slip away unconsciously like many of us did, like I did.
So when you start to realize that you could transform out of these habits and into something good, it can be done.
It's 100% can be done. I did it. Anybody can do it. And that's what it takes to live a truly healthy lifestyle. The framework is this. It's about deliberately avoiding the pain that you're currently in. You want to get out of that unconscious lifestyle, be more conscious about it. That when you do that, it makes you feel more tired. It just goes down a path that you want more of it. And that's not a healthy way to live.
And if you forget because you're so used to that habit, you set reminders on your phone. Let's say you get home by 5:30, that's your normal schedule. So then you schedule your time saying from 6 to 7 is dinner time with my family.
That's a good one.
So we're going to work our way out of these patterns by using a 5-step system where we become deliberate with our actions instead of running on autopilot.
Yes, we're going to create this whole metabolic recovery window. So we're going to take a 10 to 15 minute post dinner walk with some gentle stretching, just some kind of movement. That way you can start to release some of the anti inflammatory process in your body to get things moving, circulating, digestion properly.
Another hack is to go device free, have family connection time. Spend at least an hour over dinner talking together without phones or screens and create meaningful conversations that reduce stress and strengthen relationships. And for some of you, I know it might be a struggle if you have teenagers that don't want to part with their phone, but you have to get creative.
But the thing is, I think it's probably our number one for us. Our kids don't want to miss dinner. They want to come to the dinner table and have our conversations. And we don't have phones at the table whatsoever. TV is off. They have a little bit of music in the background, but just having these conversations about the 3 wins we had today, or what did we learn today? What did we work hard at today? What mistakes did we make? And what did it teach us? We just have these conversations and talk about maybe some current event stuff.
Jokes.
A lot of jokes, a lot of poking.
A lot of poking, but that's what they love too. They enjoy the jokes and the laughing and the conversations we have as a family.
And the win is that it reduces stress for the entire family.
Mm-hmm.
It strengthens our bond.
Mm-hmm.
Also gives me personally just a little bit of extra inspiration to continue to live a healthy lifestyle, to make sure that I don't come home and want to tarnish that relationship that we're building with our family, because it's really so meaningful.
Number 3, keep your brain mentally engaged. Pursue enjoyable hobbies that keep your mind active and support your health goals. Like for me, I have a bunch of hobbies that I don't have enough time in a day for, but that's okay. I like to journal, knit and crochet, and peruse Etsy to see what I can sell on Etsy. Research ways to help people live their better lives. See what hobbies you like that give you energy and inspiration.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I love doing is I take a bunch of different health and wellness classes outside my main profession. I love coaching people on how to get healthier. Health coaching inspires me because eventually this is going to be my full time thing where I leave dentistry behind. It's so satisfying when you do this kind of hobby. People may look at health coaching as work, but we don't. It's enjoyable and it keeps our brain sharp and it keeps
Right.
us going.
Yes, keeps you going. I don't understand people say they don't have any hobbies. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah. So get a hobby. It's important to get a hobby when you get home from work to keep you motivated. When you do get to work, you can come back home and think, man, I can't wait to start doing
Yes,
this
you
again.
look forward to it and it'll give you energy, believe it or not.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4 is you want to establish kind of your own little intentional program about how you wind down in the evening, right? So you want to create a consistent routine where you stop that social media scrolling, you stop that TV watching, at least 1 hour before bed, to support your natural melatonin production.
Agreed.
Yeah, one thing was we don't have television in our house,
In our rooms,
in our rooms,
our bedrooms.
so we don't watch a lot of TV,
Don't have cable.
no cable,
Right.
and so yeah, it's all for us not to get too lost in social media.
Or number 5, incorporate mindfulness activities. Add quiet time to your journaling, which I love to do. Practice gratitude, light meditation to help your nervous system transition into repair mode. I like to put reminders in my phone, or if you live by a calendar, put it in your calendar. If you want to watch TV because that is your thing, then schedule a little time to watch TV, but don't watch TV the entire evening. Schedule reminders when to stop watching TV and start doing other things. If you say from 6 to 7 is dinner time with the family, and then from 7 to 8 is your TV time, and after 8 o'clock, shut down that TV or computer screen so you can maybe set aside time to read, set aside time to journal, set aside time to stretch your body, and you just put it in your phone to remind you if you think you will forget.
And that's one of the things I coach people on is time management, how you schedule your time and be deliberate in your time. That way you have the time to do the things that you want to do, which of course is to heal as
Right.
well. And when you do this, your evenings will become so productive. You begin to heal. Your body is intended to repair and rejuvenate instead of degrading, going down a cliff and getting sick all the time.
You'll experience deeper sleep, morning energy, better digestion, and reduce inflammation throughout your entire system.
It's 100%. And that's exactly what we do now. When it's not hot outside, 'cause we can't do the southern heat, even walks, but we do some kind of movement, do some stretching. We have our conversations at dinner table. I mean, it's just really a transformational way that affects our relationships, our overall energy, our zest for life, and our overall health.
What are the key takeaways today?
It's this, is that you gotta break the unconscious autopilot. And how you do that is bring intentional, deliberate awareness of your entire evening pattern. Look at it, be honest with yourself, because once you recognize it, you can begin to change it. And that is the first step to this transformation.
Okay. Then you have to be deliberate with your actions, create energy, right?
Yes, you got to be deliberate with the whole change because if you're not deliberate and practice deliberately, you won't create lasting habits.
Hmm.
So you got to be intentional with those hours. If you go to sleep at 10 o'clock, that 5 hour block, be intentional, be productive, do all the things we just told you about because you will begin to support your healing and losing weight and just avoiding disease. I mean, it's part of the program. Lastly, is that the small little changes will compound over time, making you feel younger and healthier.
Yeah, you feel more energized.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're eating clean, at the end of the day, you'll see a difference in how you feel and your mood, everything.
Yeah. And they all work together. All these 5 work together after work, during work, pre work, it all works together to make you feel healthier.
That's right. And it sets an example for your children too, if you have them.
Yep, it does. With family or friends as well.
So choose one evening protocol from today's strategies and implement it for the next 3 nights. And let us know down below.
I like it a lot.
Until next time, be well.
All right, take care.